The normally quiet community of Planters Hall, St. Catherine, was racketed with bullets following the total wipeout of a family. Now the police have launched a high-level probe in order to ascertain what is behind this latest incident. And we're about to give you some real chilling details of the event that happened. Hi again and welcome. This is Links of Law 7 TV. Let's talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. We ask you, please remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell and click on all so you're always notified whenever we post new videos. We'll be right back after this short break.
Omar Wright was a good youth in our community. Everybody have him. Um, Richard is a bigger brother. Everybody respect. All of them do and just run his work and having girl them. That's all. Was a blessed youth in our community to everybody. So here's the end of him. We have to just give God thanks and praise. We're still alive. That's what we can tell the tears.
So last night, about how many shots you heard?
About a just shot, you know. Plenty. I just hear them come in, and just start bust up the shot them, and me hear when the brother ball out, that's all me hear, Nothing further. I'll come out, come find him lying and pool of blood. Just like that. I see nothing more if you say, boy, it's like I see nobody or other information, say, boy, I can't tell you a Tom, Dick, nor Harry. We just hear the shot them. And I come out, come see me and pool of blood. You know Richard Wright, your farming him doing, right? The farming, Lester, that is Paul. You know them man, they're handyman, them do anything, them mix concrete, cut yard, make them living. Omar is a handyman too, because my last time I see him mix concrete and then something they work, construction work. That's what I see so far. So I can't tell us otherwise they have anything with them live off of beside and then construction work and handyman work.
And these guys were not troublemakers in the community?
Well, I don't know if them have no troublemaker in the community. Don't know if them have no troublemaker in the community.
But they get along with everybody though?
They get along with everybody. At times they might have them like a cuss, but well, the living is right so far as I may understand. Especially this one, Richard Wright. And Paul. Right. Omar kind of know. You kind of make a little problem sometimes, but otherwise, I never have no problem with them because they don't put nothing to me. And then live here enough, good relationship with them. We run a joke and we talk and that's it.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links of Law 7 TV. Let's talk, where we discuss topical issues and also breaking news issues. This is the place where you want to be. So please remember, subscribe to the channel for the latest. So the police are so far ascertaining that this was a planned and targeted attack on a family in Planters Hall in St. Catherine this week. This has left the whole entire community in shock, and as the residents in the area try to console each other, they are living in fear based on this recent incident. The community is said to be a quiet community located in St. Catherine, and this is actually the first time such an event have occurred. This has left the community in a state of disbelief and a state of fear gripped the entire area as bullets racketed the air throughout the night when this unforeseen circumstance happened. Now the police are stating that they have launched a high-level probe following the quadruple murder of these individuals. People are stating that they were quiet and loving individuals, but I guess someone did not see the same as them. So we're going to bring you up to date with the latest that we have to bring to you as it relates to this story. So the Major Investigation Division of the police force have launched a high-level probe following an incident that occurred in St. Catherine in the community known as Planters Heights. And this incident happened on the 11th of December 2020. So the police are currently carrying out a high-level probe in order to ascertain what is behind this latest dramatic incident that occurred in which four people were taken out at a property located in this community. So the deceased have so far been identified as 31-year-old Richard White, otherwise called Richie, 27-year-old Omar Wright, otherwise called Bosshead, 39-year-old Lester Harvey, all farmers of Rural Town District, Old Harbour St. Catherine, and a female known only as Nadia of Chapelton in Clarendon. So this female is said to be from a address in Clarendon, and we are not sure whether or not she was the only female at the time at the house. However, it was stated that she was actually pregnant and was the girlfriend of one of the deceased. So police reports are that around 1:30 a.m. residents heard loud explosion racketing the air in this community. The police were called, and on their investigation the four individuals were found at separate locations in close proximity suffering from gunshot wounds. The police tried to take drastic action and tried to rush them to the hospital. However, they did not survive this attack. Now, the police are wondering what could be behind this latest incident, especially in this community that people describe as very quiet and isolated. This is actually the first time the residents have witnessed or have heard of such an act. The entire community is left in a state of shock and disbelief and also grief, because at the end of this murderous rampage, 31-year-old Richard Wright and his 27-year-old brother Omar, along with their cousin 39-year-old Lester Harvey and 18-year-old Nadia Thomas, who the police have stated was also pregnant and is actually the girlfriend of Omar. This situation has left a void and a state of isolation within this community. Family members and residents gathered during the course of this week to process the night's terror as detectives combed the area for evidence and also to try and see if they could get any witness in order to come forward. The residents expressed shock at the savagery of what happened and also what manifested itself throughout the night in the community. This is one of the situations when we look and see what is going on, especially right across the country, is that we are having a real problem as it relates to crime and violence. And most of the time, it's very hard to predict or to analyze the situation in order to manipulate it in such a way where it can be avoided, because the police are doing all they can right now in order to ascertain what is really behind this latest dramatic and unfortunate taking out of a whole entire family, brothers, cousins, girlfriends, and an unborn child. No, what happened here is a very serious and unfortunate situation. Omar and his girlfriend Nadia, who shared the same house with Harvey, were attacked first in the incident. As the men kicked open the front door, they went inside the house and they called out one of the occupants of the house, who lived in one of the wooden structure, and shot him multiple times. His mother and stepfather, who live in a separate structure on the same premises, were not hurt. So, as you'll see there, this is basically a targeted attack. Where this is stemming from is puzzling authorities, and it is puzzling the whole entire community in St. Catherine where this incident took place. An individual who resides in the community who don't wish to be named provide us with some information. And this individual stated that he don't know them as any troublemaker. Both of them do their little farming, he stated, and he would be referring to the brothers. And everyone in the community of Planters Hall loved them. And this is stepfather Keith Roden. There were good youths who would find time to help anyone in the community who requested help from them. I can only count my blessing because I could have been taken out based on the amount of shots they fired, he said. In the night activity, he said he heard shouts of police. Roden said that he was in his bed with his wife when he heard a barrage of gunfire racket in the air. Then a period of silence emerged. He then heard footsteps in the yard, followed by a knocking on Richard's door and shouts of police. I then heard a whole heap of shots, he recounted. I heard Richard crying out for help as the shot echoed throughout the night. I waited for a while, and when I went to see what happened, I saw him lying at his door, bleeding profusely. Yesterday, a blood-stained mattress stood outside the door of what police are been describing as a serious and unfortunate situation. Omar and Nadia slept was a grim reminder of what happened during the night's activity. The day after, the blood-soaked mattress stood outside one of the door of the dwellings, and this would have been the mattress which Omar and Nadia would have slept on the night before this unfortunate situation. This stood outside the door as a grim reminder of the terror that swept the night. Family members have stated that they only want to know what is behind this, as they were not known as any violent people. They were hardworking and very quiet people who tried to help other members in the community, a family member stated. A family member said, I know that Richie and Lester work very hard, but Omar gave a little trouble here and there. But it is not a situation that the other male relatives would have been a part of. Residents are speculating that the killing were a hit as there was some agreement with persons from an outside community. A police at the scene yesterday told reporters that they are following a lead to establish the motive and to identify the hoodlums responsible for this latest flare-up of violence in the community. The police have stated that they can't provide any real conclusive evidence as to what might have led to this recent flare-up of violence in the community. However, they are following some leads. However, they can't provide any more information as it relates to this. But all they can say is that this was a heinous incident and it will be thoroughly investigated by the police. This incident falls on the heels of the anniversary of a similar quadruple killing in Denver District in St. Catherine last year. In that incident, 3 men and a woman were also taken out in that incident. Well, what transpired in the normally quiet community of Planters Hall in St. Catherine is a grim reminder of what the world is all about and a grim reminder of the world that we're living in. Gone are the days when people overlook certain simple things. And I've stated there in the report, one of the family members would give a little trouble here and there. No, this has left a question in the back of my head. Was he the intended target? And they just decided to wipe out the whole entire family. That still remains a mystery to many. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Please drop it in the comment section how you feel about this story. I look forward to hear your responses. Thanks for watching. Peace out and bless.